runs into. So this is about he and his men and the adventure he has with this strange creature. The only difference is, instead of being set in ancient Greece, we have taken this story and have placed it in the beautiful Swannanoa Valley. And we have taken the sort of a stereotypical approach to mountain folk in a way. But when I was adapting this, I thought, well, what are some similarities? And I thought, first of all, there is a mountain code of hospitality, and certainly the Greeks felt very strongly about their code of hospitality as well. And also, it was about telling the story, and certainly in Western North Carolina, we have a tradition of storytelling. So I've said it, we've said it in Western North Carolina, in Swannanoa and Lake Lure, and it's based around telling stories. And so here is the Appalachian Odyssey.
Some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shores. I'll fly away. Whoa, I'll fly away. Oh, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a home where joy shall never end. I'll fly away. Whoa, whoa, I'll fly away. Oh, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. When the shadows of this life have grown, I'll fly away to a home where joy shall never end. I'll fly away. Oh, oh, I'll fly away. Oh, glory, I'll fly away.
And Jethro, that's the last time I ever tried to light my pipe with kerosene. You know that's the last time we was swapping death. Ain't you got no others? Nah, I done run out. Hey, Homer, good to see ya. What brings you by our neck of the woods? I'm just traveling through. Thought I'd stop to see some friendly faces. Pull up a chair, Homer. Hey, we was just complaining about not having a good store in a while. Since I remember you was always up for a mighty fine test. What you got for us tonight?
Now, Jethro, I was just wanting to sit a spell. I didn't want to be
Oh, come on now, Homer. I know you got the money in there. This fresh apple pie cold. Ready to eat after a story's been told, that is.
well. Now that you mention it, I do have a tolerable fine tale to share with you. A piece or two of that pie.
I knew it.
Well, seems that an old feller I know from way back was at a church picnic one day, Lake Lure, I believe it was, and it was quite a party. Seems this feller, Otis was his name, swinging in, 12 in all, tagging along with Otis. Well, after a storm blew up, they sent their fishing boats to a part of Lake Lore they had never been.
Come on, y'all. I knew I'd seen this place from the lake.
The thing we were able to beat your boat on shore, I thought we was sunk on that storm for sure. Don't you remember, Red? We was sunk. Our boat didn't last 5 minutes in that big blow. If it wasn't for Otis getting us on board, we would have been swapping tails with old catfish, the spirit of these here mountain lakes at the bottom of Lake Lure.
Well, let me tell you, old catfish ain't no friend of mine.
Woo! Look at this big old cave, Otis. I never seen nothing like this. Why, it's bigger than a Sam's Club. Look at all this cheese and milk. With all this cheese, we can open up ourselves a pizza joint.
I reckon whoever or whatever lives in this here cave has a mighty big flock of goats.
We can't wait for no goats to get back. Does that mean this big old fella lives here? Be back too. Let's grab the cheese and let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's go, Otis. I don't want to wait for no crazy old caveman to show up. I'll grab the loot and go.
Yeah,
Buddies, I want to wait and see what this fella looks like. I feel an adventure coming on. Plus, if he follows our mountain tradition of hospitality to strangers, we're liable to getting ourselves a mighty fine present. I say we wait.
we're rude for sure.
What's that? I heard something. Who's in my cave? Oh, I see you. Robbers there. Come to steal me blind.
Now hold on there, big fella. We ain't no robbers. We was just out fishing and saw this here cave and thought we'd be neighborly and visit with you. And you know, the Mountain Code of Hospitality says you better treat us right. They spirits in these hills and they'll get you if you treat a stranger poorly. So, you got a present for us?
Oh, Otis is a sure smooth talker, ain't he?
Yeah, but sometimes we should know when to keep his trap short.
You must be a darn fool thinking I care a blip for any of them mountain spirits. I'm even more powerful than even Zooty the head spirit. I just spit on the whole lot of them. I'll show you what I think they'll call hospitality.
Hey, no! That's downright disgusting.
That fella must be real hungry. Salt Reagan Skeeter's too tasty. You ever smell her socks?
You crazy man! How can you eat folk?
Tastes like chicken.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Not in one at Earl. You're all of my prisoners.
Dang it, Homer. That's a mean mountain man. And that's just the beginning. There's worse to come. After eating Hank and Skeeter, my Aunt Earl milked his goats and fell asleep. All Otis's crew wanted to cave in his big ugly head. But Otis stopped them. He knew that if Earl was dead, they'd never get out. Because that boulder across the cave entrance was too heavy for even a monster truck to move out of the way. The poor hillbilly spent a miserable night.
Gloom, despair, and agony on me. Deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If it weren't for bad luck, I have no luck at all. Gloom, despair, and agony on me.
What is that racket? Oh, it's all penny critters. I thought somebody was drowning some cats. I'm feeling hungry.
Dang it, not again. They must have up the us.
That old boy's getting on my nerves.
Gloom, despair, and agony on
Oh, hush it with that caterwauling. We ain't dead yet.
Well, four of us is already dead, and all because you wanted a present. I never figured Cletus would go down so easy. That boy's as big as a barn, but one gulp is sayonara, Cletus.
At least I give an old monster indigestion.
Hey, how's about drop kick the duty to the goalpost of life? Drop kick the duty to the goalpost.
Oh, I've had enough of y'all's moaning and weeping. We gotta get out of here and put a hurting on that man-eater. I think I got me a plan that'll fix the whole world for good. I've been exploring this cave looking for a way out.
Find the notice?
No, but I did find this big old pine log.
So what?
I'll tell you so what, you mudheads. We can sharpen one end of this here log fire it up good and hot and stick it in the big boy's ugly eyes.
But, Otis, won't that make him mad?
Hush up, Bubba!
Well, I reckon I'm ready for a piece of that pie.
What? You mean that's all the story?
I didn't say that was all the story. I just said I was ready for a piece of that pie. Do you remember the Mountain Code of Hospitality?
Yeah, I remember. But Homer, do you remember the rest of that code? According to the Mountain Code of Hospitality, the guest is supposed to bring the gift as well. And by the right look at you, this story's all the gift you got to give. So you better finish it up right now.
Yeah.
All right. That's all you gotta do for a piece of pie. Well now, it's funny that you mentioned a guest bringing a gift, because that's just what Otis done. First off though, that mean old one-eyed Earl grabbed up Dula and Bewley like two squirming kitty cats. By this time, Otis had had enough, and he'd had enough time to think out his plan.
More! Here a bit of pie! I can get used to this diet!
Hey, big girl, I got a present for you. I figured since there ain't no way we're getting out of here, I might as well pull my part of the code.
What's that?
This is a big batch of dandelion wine, finest ever made. Try some.
Hey, you said you was gonna say that for when we got home.
Yeah!
Hush, just trust me. Now, down the hatch.
Matter fine. Hillbilly, I'll give you a present if you tell me your name.
Oh, my name? My friends, my kinfolk, they all call me, nothing.
Okay, nothing. Here's a present then. I'll let you last of all. Ha ha! Now give me more wine.
Whatever you say, big fella.
Man, that voice snores louder than my mom.
Okay, desperados, let's get that spirit man and heat up the point of the fire. Then it'll be popping time. He'll wish he never heard the name Otis Darnell Ledbetter by the time I'm through with him.
But, Otis, don't you remember? You told him your name was nothing. How he gonna wish he never heard you if he never heard you?
Shut up, Bubba. Careful now.
What if he wakes up? We'll eat dinner.
Steady now. Remember, that's Great Mountain blood you got in your veins.
Hey, Otis.
Darling?
I always wondered something. How come your little sister's name is Bubba?
Just don't ask. Now, George!
I'd say so. But when the hot tip of that spear popped Earl's one big eye, it sounded like when a blacksmith takes a fiery red horseshoe he's been working on and plunges it into a tub of cold water.
Scatter, everybody! What's a racket?
Don't get in trouble with me. Don't act my hand this time.
Well, if nothing's hurting you, then I guess I can't be no help. So he's got nothing left in his head.
Quit acting the fool, boy, and hush up. I told you to stay away from the moonshine.
I always knew Bill was got sharp as a bowling ball. He was always a good-looking boy, just not that frank. Okay, Otis, now he's not only tracking you with the crazy man anymore. Now he's tracking you with the real man.
Okay, here's the plan. When he lets out his goats in the morning, we'll be crawling underneath him. He'll never find us.
Okay, if you say so, Otis.
I would like those.
Let's take this herd of goats as payback to that monster.
Hey, you ignorant jarhead! How you like me now, you dang cannibal? You ain't my friends and now you got your punishment.
I shall feel close, Otis. He's gonna figure out where we are.
Yeah, can it, Otis? Your big ego's gonna get us squashed yet.
Otis, shut up!
Listen here, El Nino No-Eye. If anybody asks you about that hole in your face, tell them you got a courtesy of Otis Darnell Ledbetter, so one and
These old catfish the spirit of these mountain lakes, and you ain't never coming home.
You've done it now, Otis. Thanks a lot.
So, Otis did defeat the one-eyed monster man. But, sadly, because of his boasting, he doomed his friends to a long journey home. Old Catfish made sure they wandered about Lake Lure for a good year before finally making it back to good old Swananoa. Alright, I've done my part. You got your story. Now let's eat.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll just need to take a few minutes.